he's probably just not up to that class. I mean, he was placed in Aintree and placed in Punchestown the stayers races, but he maybe just a couple of gears behind them real good stayers, you know. But he's going to go chasing after it. So if he could get placed, it'd be brilliant, you know.
And what will it come down to, whether he runs in that race or
he'll be entering the Coral as well, but he's 99.9% sure that he's going to go to for the stairs.
One of your nicest young horses is Mount Benbulben. Which race do you think he'll go for?
He'll go for the Albert Bartlett. He's in both of them, but speaking to the owner, we're sort of edging towards the Albert Bartlett. He's in very good form. He came home with Navan the last day. He wasn't right. He was lame and pulled muscles and everything. But he's in good form now and we're looking forward.
Mount Benbulben, Boston Bob on the inside, Jetson and Ipsis de Burley.
Do you think if he was in better condition in that race in Navan, he would have got closer to Boston Bob?
I'm not saying he would have bet him, but he definitely would have been very close to him. I don't know, was he bet 4 or 5 lengths by Boston Bob that day, and we never jumped a hurdle and hung right the whole way. I'm not the best horse probably won on the day, but it isn't too bad. If we'd meet him again, we won't be too far away.
Bob is going to score his second victory here at Navan. Boston Bob from Mount Benbulben, Ipsis de Burley.
Silverlord here. He might go for the county hurdle. He the first run back was almost here in Dundalk last Friday night. He ran very well, finishing third, only bet a couple of lengths. He'll enter the county hurdle, and he'll probably one more run, and if everything goes okay, that's where he'll go. He's a nice horse, like good ground, and he's had a wind operation since last season, so he could be a horse that could line up in the county. If he gets in, he might just need to put a few pounds or less, I think, you know. Shadow catcher, I like him. He's very tough. He's honest. He does everything you ask him to do. His form is working out very well this year. I suppose in form, he's not far off one of the best juveniles. You know, I know he's in ran once, but his Excellency, he's a monkey, but he has a lot of ability. A race like the Triumph could suit him. There'd be no horse travelling as well as him, coming down the hill, swinging up to the last. But it's what he does from there on is kind of in his own head, you know.
And we saw Roy Demy this morning. He's obviously owned by Gigginstown, and you're thinking of the Ryanair?
Yeah, he's entered in the Ryanair, so he is. Obviously, we'll discuss it with his owners who sponsored the race. They might have something else to run it, or if they want a runner in it, we could run him. But he's been a great horse for us. He's won a couple of great races, but probably would be more effective on bottom and heavy ground, you know. And
looking at the handicaps, what do you think is your best chance across the board?
We've got a few nice horses. We've got Russian War. We'll have horses in the Martin Pipe. We'll have horses in a few of the handicap chases. Toner de Derry's probably the one I'd be looking forward to. I fancied him a Leopardstown of Christmas and the Pertemps thing. Maybe just didn't stay, and he came home with a little problem as well. Back to 2 mile 5, and he won't be too far away in the Coral Cup. We've beefed to the heels here next, and he'll be entered in the Martin Pipe conditions for his hurdle. To be a race we'd like to win, obviously, after working for Martin Pipe. He's been placed in a few maiden hurdles this season. He just hasn't got his head in front yet, but he might have a favourable handicap mark. Plan A had a good run in the Boyle Sports. He finished 6th. Only bet 8 lengths. Got no luck in running. Cheltenham, he'd stayed up the hill well. He wasn't bet far in the Fred Winter last year. He'll go for the county hurdle. Discoteca, he had a good run the first day in Leopardstown, was second, and the ground was just a little bit soft and he got knocked around the second day in Punchestown, but he'll have entries in the Fred Winter and the Triumph as well, but he's a nice horse, and I think a better ground is going to suit him as well, but he's definitely going to be a horse for the future, please God.
And Chicago Grey, how ready is he going towards the National?
He's good. He could run. If the National was on Saturday, he'd be ready for it. It's been the plan since he ran the 4 miler last year. He's a big slow horse and needs a trip, so we'll see what happens. Aren't you, boy?
We saw Don Cossack earlier, and although he's not going to Cheltenham, he could be one for next year.
Yeah, Don Cossack is. I think he's a bit special, so he's very exciting. He could be anything. He's won 2 bumpers for us, very impressive both days. He might maybe go for the winners of 3 bumper in Fairyhouse, ground and everything being okay, and that'll be him for the year. He'll have a nice holiday.
Can I ask you to pick what you think is your best chance going into the festival?
We've got a few nice horses in the county hurdle, and Toner Derry's is probably me dark one, you know.